Good morning, good people. This is the Sneaker Sensei, and today we're going to be talking about my top 10 favorite shoes in the collection so far. I've always been a firm believer about the shoes being able to talk a little bit about the people who walk them. And so hopefully with this little snippet of seeing my collection, you'll be able to learn a little something about me. Okay, so starting off the list with something a little crazy, something you've probably never ever seen in a top 10 shoe list before, but I'm crazy. The Cole Haan Lunar Grands, aka the Air Court Dates, aka the Job Interview 11s, aka the Dress Code Cozies. These boys, absolute fire. I always say, whatever you're wearing, whether it's sweats or a suit, you gotta come with heat on the feet. And these come ready for anything not casual, you know? So, absolute banger. Cole Haan Lunar Grands. Okay, if you're still watching, you're a real one. I promise you, stick around. It only gets hotter from here. I promise you. We're looking at the Nike Flyknit Epic React of 2018's Be True collection. All black upper, pink hit on the heel, translucent yet rainbow-wise outsole. It's a crazy shoe. React on the midsole makes it comfy from dawn till dusk. So I love that it's a mashup of it supports me, but it also supports the LGBTQ plus community. It's all around good vibes. It's a beautiful shoe with a beautiful message of, you know, be true, staying true to yourself, and that love is love. Love this shoe. The Nike Flyknit Epic React, Be True. Okay, so I think getting complimented from another shoe head is one thing, but getting complimented from someone that does not know anything about shoes is just hit different. And so with this in mind, this is the shoe that I get complimented on the most, like bar none, hands down. The Nike Air Max Light 2 of the Atmos collaboration. Now, these joints are asymmetrical, so I brought out both just so that you guys could see the whole thing. The quilt-like upper covers just about every colorway that you could think of. So you're seen during the day for sure, and then the 3M hit on the lace dubre, make sure that you're seen at night too. So that's super cool. Honestly, who would have thought that these would be my most complimented shoe, but can't blame them. The Nike Air Max Light 2 Atmos collab. Bam! Okay, so next shoe on the list, very underrated. I would say my favorite color blocking of all time as well, being red and white together. From my favorite basketball player of all time, no doubt. The man, the myth, the legend that crossed this guy out. We're looking at Reebok's Allen Iverson Legacy. Now it's called the Legacy because it takes the best design cues of his best shoes and pulls them into one. We're looking at patent leather on the mid, tumbled leather on top, as well as a leather lining. Like, bro, these are crazy. These are Iverson's version of a Jordan Spizike or a Nike What The shoe. The detail's insane. We even got a signature over there. Crazy. Once again, not much to say other than it's beautiful, to be honest with you. The Reebok Allen Iverson Legacy. Moving on with the list, we know that the devil's in the details, but this shoe, boy, this shoe straight angelic. The KD12 What The On Pearl. Kind of like the Iverson that was mentioned earlier, it's looking at past iterations and takes the best design cues into one shoe. It's past a shoe, like it's a work of art, to be honest with you. And it's so much bigger than just footwear. This is a shoe that Kevin Durant poured his heart and soul into, and it supports a strong, beautiful message that must be heard. If you don't know by now, it's a shoe that supports breast cancer survivors, fighters, all the people that fight that war. And it's a shoe that I'm super happy to have, to be honest with you. It's a work of art. Close to my heart, the KD12 What The On Pearl. Okay, if you haven't noticed it by now, my taste is all over the place, so we're gonna take it into another direction again with the Chuck 70 Valentine's Day. We're looking at a lot of detail right here. Keep loving and keep fighting all across the mid. A thing that I love. The little heart by the toe, kind of CDG-esque. That's the first thing that I thought, at least when I first saw it. And it being a leather upper makes it a little bit more premium than your classic canvas upper with Chucks. And underneath, printed all across the bottom, are hearts. So it's a simple shoe, classic silhouette, but little details that make it pop, that make me love it. The Chuck 70, Valentine's Day. Okay, next up, a shoe that I'm really excited to bring out just because of the memories that are tied to this shoe the night I actually got them. The Nike SB Dunk Low Pro orange box. Now these guys are just like the Syracuse Dunks that just dropped recently. I think they're almost the exact same, except I think these are on steroids. It being an SB, they got that thickums tongue. It's got that fatty. The insole has it printed on a sneakerhead with all the shoe boxes around. And of course, Nike shoes come in orange boxes traditionally. And it's got that orange box embossed on the heel. Crazy detail. Love the shoe. And again, talking about memories with this shoe, the night I got them was actually my 20th birthday, and I got them handed to me because my closest friends pitched in to get them for me. A couple pics of the night. I ended up on the ground. Of course, shoes on foot. Love the shoe, love the memories. The Nike SB Dunk Low Pro orange box. Okay, the next one on this list, for the older heads and the more formal folk, if I didn't convince you with the Cole Haan Lunargrands, I bet I'm gonna do that with this bad boy. The Clark's Wallaby collab with Supreme and Gore-Tex. All black earthing with subtle hits of branding on the hang tag and at the heel. And just for yourself, the Supreme branding on the insole. These are super clean. And again, another good thing about this is that you never have to check the weather before you wear them out, just because with that Gore-Tex, stuff falls right off. So they're a proper formal shoe for anything. The Clark's Wallaby collab with Supreme and Gore-Tex. Okay, second last pair of the list. Some say drip or drown, others say drown in the drip, boy. The Air Jordan 8 Aqua colorway. I won't get too in-depth in it just because it's a shoe that I know a lot of people know about. It is a 2015 model, so it has a shiny midsole as opposed to the matte finish of other years. It's a shoe that holds a lot of sentimental value to me, honestly. It was a shoe that came about after I missed so many other drops that I literally went to Champs, applied, got a job just to make sure I didn't miss any more. And this was the first shoe I bought as an employee there when I used to work there. The Air Jordan 8 Aqua. Crazy shoe. Okay guys, now to round off my list with the very last one. A shoe that needs no introduction, nor explanation. Seems fitting that it's with my very first shoe of all time. My favorite shoe of all time and the holy grail of the entire collection. The Air Jordan 1 in the Chicago colorway. This, like I said earlier, the red and white is my favorite color blocking, and I feel like it's the perfect shoe. I'm just gonna shut up. It's man, favorite shoe. The Air Jordan 1 Chicago. Alright guys, that brings us to the top of the list. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Please send a good vibe, comment, like, subscribe.